Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Stunned NBA analyst dropped a plus verdict on Lakers' Mark Williams trade. The Los Angeles Lakers acquired their center of the future on Wednesday, February 5. Rob Pelinka sent out Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish and an unprotected 2031 first-round draft pick to the Charlotte Hornets. Mark Williams is heading to Los Angeles, giving J.J. Redick a genuinely talented rim runner who can play above the rim. Shortly after ESPN's Shams Charania announced the Lakers trade, Kevin O'Connor of Yahoo Sports shared his thoughts on the deal for the Lakers. Mark Williams is a shocking addition for the Lakers, O'Connor posted on X. Such an incredible trade. Wow. Perfect for what they need now and into the future. Interior defensive enforcer, rebounder, screen and lob target for Luka and LeBron. Plus has untapped shooting touch. A plus deadline becomes a plus. Injuries are of course the concern with Mark Williams. But more than worth the upside bet at age 23 IMO. Stunned the Hornets moved him even though the return is quite nice. Williams, 23, has played 22 games this season. He's averaging 16 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 2.5 assists, converting at a 59.7% clip from the field. At 7 foot tall, Williams is an explosive finisher near the rim and a valuable shot deterrent on defense. Not only will he make an immediate impact for the Lakers, he will also continue to improve and could become long-term anchor for their defense. Lakers listen to Luka Doncic. According to ESPN's Ramona Shelburne, Luka Doncic had informed the Lakers front office he plays best when sharing the court with a lob threat. Shelburne noted how Pelinka changed his approach after Doncic's revelation, moving away from older bigs and toward younger, more explosive options. Lakers had been looking for a big, but once they got Luka this week, they knew exactly what kind of big they wanted, Shelburne reported via X. From what I've heard, in Luka's initial basketball conversations he told Lakers GM Rob Pelinka he played best when he had a vertical lob threat. When Charlotte called saying they liked Knecht and might be willing to discuss Mark Williams, the deal came into place. The Lakers had previously looked at more veteran, slower/older bigs. But when Luka explained how much playing with Lively and Gafford opened things up for him in Dallas, LA felt like this was the move that would give them a shot this year and beyond. By acquiring Williams, the Lakers have shown Doncic that they're willing to listen to their players and add talent that can help maximize the skill sets of players within the roster. Lakers' Mark Williams trade is building for Doncic. Doncic is clearly the future of the Lakers franchise. He's a top 5 player in the world, and at 25 years old, he could still improve. As such, the Lakers will likely continue to make moves that will help now, but are designed for the future. Williams could partner Doncic for the next 5 years or more. Of course, Pelinka must strike a balance between appeasing Doncic and showing LeBron James that he's still a valued and important member of the rotation. If signing young and impactful players helps move the needle, then LeBron will likely remain happy with the franchise. Still, the addition of Williams is already proof that we're entering the Doncic/Lakers era. The fan base must now hope that LeBron fits into that vision for the remainder of his career. Adam Taylor is a basketball reporter covering the Boston Celtics and Phoenix Suns for Heavy. He has also written for Celtics blog, USA Today, Yardbarker and Fansided. Adam has a bachelor's degree in creative writing from Open University. More about Adam Taylor. Lakers trade grade for Mark Williams deal. The Los Angeles Lakers have been one of the most active teams in the days leading up to the NBA trade deadline. On Thursday, the Lakers made their third trade of the season, acquiring center Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, the Lakers' 2031 first-round pick and a pick swap in 2030. The Lakers kicked things off back in December when they traded D'Angelo Russell to the Brooklyn Nets for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton. They followed that up this weekend with the massive blockbuster trade for Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and their 2029 first-round pick. Following the Doncic trade, the Lakers seemingly created more holes on their roster than before, even with Doncic's talent. Specifically, they had no starting center on their roster. And now, it appears they have the answer. It's not clear yet when Mark Williams will make his Lakers debut following the trade, but here's our initial grade for the Purple and Gold's latest deal. Mark Williams becomes Lakers starting center. The most obvious hole on the Lakers roster, following the departure of Anthony Davis, was a starting caliber center. While Jackson Hayes has done an admirable job filling in for Davis this season, and played well in the Lakers' 122-97 win in their first game since the Doncic trade, he just isn't a starting center. In the immediate aftermath of the Doncic-Davis trade, Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka admitted that it was unlikely the team made another big trade by the deadline. That any major move for a potential big man was likely to come in the offseason. Well, the Lakers were able to make their major move for a starting caliber center. Williams was a first-round pick, the number 15 overall pick by the Hornets in the 2022 NBA draft. He's in his third season in the league and only 23 years old. Williams has dealt with a foot injury this year, causing him to miss the first few months of the season, but the Lakers reportedly don't have any concerns about that, as per Dave McMenamin of ESPN. Luka Doncic Lakers trade draw sobering. Hawks Trae Young take. The NBA world is still offering its takes on the blockbuster trade that included Luka Doncic going to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis. Many people are still shocked by the trade, and they're starting to slowly understand that anybody can be traded. The latest person to give their thoughts on the trade was Trae Young, who was actually a part of Doncic's trade on draft night that sent him to the Mavericks. As players have spoken about the uncertainty in the league, Young went down the route of the bond that you build with players throughout your career that can end because of one trade. When you really have a heart in this, and you're a player, and you understand how much we're around each other, we've all got love for each other and we don't want to see each other go, but we understand the business of basketball, Young said during practice via reporter Kevin Chouinard. Young has been with the Hawks throughout his entire career, so he doesn't know how it feels to be traded, but he has had teammates who have been traded. One of the more recent moves happened during the offseason when the Hawks traded DeJounte Murray to the New Orleans Pelicans after spending just 2 seasons with the team. Though the pairing of Young and Murray didn't work out the way they may have wanted, it seems as if the two had built a bond that goes beyond basketball. With a flurry of moves already being made around the league before the trade deadline, the Hawks could look a lot different in the next few days as well. Trae Young reacts to blockbuster Lakers-Mavericks trade during Hawks practice. Trae Young also shared what he was doing when the trade took place. "We had just gotten into Detroit," Young said. "I was lying down, watching TV. I just saw it on my phone. Group messages started talking. I didn't believe it. It took me 10 or 15 minutes to get past the oh, shit factor and understand it was real." Just like a lot of players' stories, Young was surprised when the trade was announced, and everybody thought it was fake at first. DeAndre Hunter gave his thoughts on the trade and how it shows that the league is a business first before anything. "One of the first things they teach you is that is a business," Hunter said. "You gain relationships and things like that, but at the end of the day it's a business and they're going to do what's best for the organization. It's definitely weird, but there's not much you can do." As the deadline approaches, there will be a lot of noise surrounding several teams, and the Hawks have been in those conversations. With the season full of uncertainty with Jalen Johnson being out for the season, they still want to be able to compete, and adding a few players to the team that can help them with that won't hurt. And are you a fan? What do you think of Trae Young's statement? Leave your opinion in the comments.